What do you want to call it? Vita Deditae watches or?
No, what we normally call it.
What was it?
I don't know, find it. I don't know. You named them.
I ain't got time for this shit.
You're one late doing it.
Over what?
When we're changing the desktop audio, we've got no sound coming through, by the way, just saying.
No, I can't hear
What do
anything.
you mean?
We've got no sound coming through on there.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Properties.
And girls and lovers of games all over the place, this is the PC Gaming Show sponsored by Intel. How are you all doing this fine morning? Ah, yes. You're doing woo. That's excellent.
Can you hear for that, Kate?
No. Oh, my headphones are plugged in. I didn't put my headphones in.
Is it the sound coming through there?
Yep. Cat's got sound. Everyone's going to have sound.
Is it loud enough?
It is too loud. And let's go there. And microphone is
I need a
still a
headphones.
microphone.
Yeah,
Oh,
give
no,
me
headphones
headphones.
on the chair for you.
I'm not sitting on the chair.
Well, then they're there. Or grab if you want the wireless ones.
No. Okay.
Where's my wireless headphones gone? I can't hear shit, guys. I'm the only one that can't hear anything. Oh, there they are. Aha!
Go right now. They'll go in now.
Yeah, guys. How about Intel? Okay, so it's not powered by AMD this time.
Your phone. I need my phone. Sorry.
What?
Oh, we need to shut these curtains.
Oh, I got overblown.
Oh, okay then. Oh, Chris, it's your back.
Oh, yeah. Yes! What does he sound like Admiral Akbar?
What, it sound like what?
He sounds like Admiral Akbar.
There we go, so I'll turn that up. There we go.
You don't name it, Corey, you haven't named it.
I have.
It's PC Gaming E3 Conference B.
Sorry, guys!
Yeah, I'll do it, because you've named it wrong anyway.
What's it named then?
Yeah, we've got it.
Oh, I thought it like froze then.
There's a mouse gun.
Yeah, it's on PC, so what then? Oh, what's this?
Something about XCOM 2.
Oh. It doesn't look very XCOM.
I'm sure he said that.
Yeah, but it could be the other one.
Oh no, it looks a bit XCOM. Oh,
Behind you.
what is
Some
it?
Omniblade shit.
There were three resistance groups that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other.
Huh. Shame.
So, you do exist.
They were sent here to
Should have changed it.
Just give it a second to update.
Are safe here.
React, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, React. Okay then.
We're late because we were playing Overwatch. We're not sorry.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm not anyway.
That can't be good.
Advent Pollock. I suppose we should begin then.
Now the real war begins.
It's the only one that we have to watch on Twitch, it's not on YouTube.
Really?
Is it DLC, yeah?
Oh, I don't know. Could be expansion. Good morning, Jake. Jake.
Oh.
I've been sitting on it.
Give me that. Stream issues, guys. Technical difficulties. The Daleks are attacking.
How about that? No worry about that. Move this city forward. That's the issue. I can't move him.
Here you go, sir.
That's where you belong. You're so strong.
There we go.
Better walk up to you. You got my phone Kate.
What's up over there?
I don't know.
Because with Overwatch.
We're super prepared for this stream, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, cool. You can't hear that bit. Them talking.
Do you know what the issue is? Each and every stream is different. I'll put it up now.
Can you turn it up on the headphones as well?
Oh no, yeah, it's really low.
It's really quiet.
I'm not really bothered to be honest. I don't play this game.
It's so weird.
What about the new tools that players have in order to try to overcome this obstacle to choke?
Okay.
Yes, so as you saw in the trailer, XCOM is
What's the
not
tip
the
in
only resistance movement on Earth. So in the War of the Chosen, you have these three factions out there, and like
Oh.
the Chosen, they all have distinct philosophies and distinct fighting
yeah.
styles. But for the player to get access to those, first they have to win those factions over. They have to
I see.
recruit them to the XCOM cause.
That's cool.
But when you do, you have access to the most powerful soldiers we've ever created. So
We're taking a look at the Reaper right now. What's the
So I'm waiting for
that's
Half-Life
right,
for
the
you.
Reapers. So they are sort
It's
of,
not.
Have you waited a long
stealth
time, don't
marksmen,
you?
saboteurs. Then we have the skirmishers, which are actually defectors from the alien army.
Oh, that makes sense with the art style. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Look at those fingers. Yeah, so they're half alien human hybrids, and they're sort of like single soldier wrecking crews. They're really powerful. And then we have the Templars, and they're the most mysterious of the factions.
Oh shit.
They
The
are
Assassins here as well.
experiment wildlings, and they work a little
Hmm?
differently.
Oh, the Assassins
because
here as well.
They build up power over multiple attacks that
Yeah.
they can then unleash in more devastating
So
abilities.
it's sort of like a
Bonfire.
mini resource management mechanic specifically for the Templar.
It definitely is. There's a
Like how we're
trade-off
on the
there
bit
where
where
as
it's
they
showing
gain
the screen.
focus, you don't want to keep
Shame.
it, because it
Move
makes
us
you
over
stronger,
to
or you
the
can spend
left-hand
it on
side.
these really powerful abilities.
The Dutch.
Now, in the trailer, we got the chance to briefly look at
Oh,
the
shit.
Lost. And though we didn't see them too
Right.
much, I wanted to get the chance for you to talk about them a little more now. Who are they?
Cool.
Because that
Right.
guy's
So
head
the
instead.
Lost
It's not important.
Nobody cares about
the
his
idea
head.
that the original alien
That's so
invasion
mean.
happened 20 years ago. And in that invasion, the aliens destroyed some of the greatest cities of the world, and we've never been back. So in War of the Chosen, we go back. And what you find there are the Lost, these handsome...
I thought that everyone in the cities died, but apparently they're alive and well. They're doing fine.
Yeah, as you can see, they've weathered the last 20 years really well. So, yeah, these are heavily mutated humans, and a single Lost is not going to pose much of a challenge.
Sure.
But unfortunately, you don't fight single Lost. They move in large swarms,
funny.
and so when you go into the cities, these swarms are drawn to the sound of combat, and they never
My
stop.
friends get
combat.
full of
And there is a silver lining, which is that the Lost don't like aliens either. So,
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so once the Lost show up, then everybody's fighting for their lives.
And I know that a big hallmark of the XCOM games is the sort of tactical maneuvers of the AI that, in the same way you're planning, it's planning
Really
too.
don't like
But the
guys
Lost
talk.
behave quite differently.
Yeah, they're mindless. So the idea is that you have this tactical combat going on against you versus the Advent, the aliens, and then all of a sudden this horde shows up and it throws everybody's plans out of whack. And then you can have maps where they are chosen, lost, you're fighting the Advent at the
Chosen.
same time. It makes for some
Sounds
very,
familiar.
very beautiful chaos. It is definitely unlike any other XCOM.
This is just Destiny?
isn't it?
Jake,
I think it.
first guest.
No, I don't think it's going to be set out
I'm
like
gonna ask
XCOM.
you
Do
the
you think it's going to be set out like
question. When do we get to play
It's
it?
going to be like, I think it is like a third-person
War of the
shooter.
Chosen comes out August 29th.
Is it proper
so
XCOM?
very
Because
soon.
the way people
XCOM
remember
2
it.
DLC.
Very soon on
XCOM
PC,
proper.
Xbox One,
Okay.
and PS4. So people should follow
okay.
XCOM on Twitter and Facebook if they want to keep up with all the latest XCOM information.
And
Okay.
Jake didn't want to
So
do
they don't
this,
care.
but I'm going to
If
make
you
him
want
do it.
Xbox conference, they're never
Jake
going to go,
on
oh, it's on
Twitter is
PlayStation
@Solomon
as well.
Jake. Follow him, say hello, and tell me
See,
he's got
this
a
is
new
cool,
follower.
but they're not going to be an Xbox conference, and an Xbox
Thank
person
you.
never going to go, it's also on PlayStation.
I don't like self-promotion.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
You know
At
what?
Jake
Sean for
Solomon.
that. Thank
It's at Jake Solomon. At Jake
Now
Solomon.
interested
Thanks
in
so
PC
much for
games.
joining me today. Jake
Yeah.
Solomon,
The
creator
next thing could be the
director of
best thing
XCOM.
I've ever seen at this conference.
Gracie,
Imagine if they speak about
Now-
Resi 2 remake it.
Oh, my
As
biscuits
some
are
of you
already
may
over
know,
You
there.
missed it now, you missed it. That's it, you loved
Joining
it.
me to do all
now.
sorts
Leanne
of
got naked and
announcements,
everything.
goodies.
God, I missed
A
it all.
woman named Sonia Reed, but you may know her a little better
Oh,
as
she's got lots of
OMG
hair.
It's Firefox. How's it going,
She's very
Sonia?
pretty.
OMG, it's
Hi.
Firefox.
Thank you, Sean, and hello, you beautiful
That's an
gamers.
invite.
And whether you are checking us out online or you're hanging out with us here today,
Definitely
I am
check it
super
out.
excited to be here and show you guys some awesome games. And you know what? I'm not going to wait. We're just going to get right into it. I want to show you a game
can't hear
called
that.
Blitz. It is going to be coming out early next year, and it is from an impressive studio of only 2 people called Glumberland. So it's kind of a
Aw.
mashup between Harvest Moon meets
I'm so
Pokemon
sorry.
meets Adventure Time, but even cuter,
Okay,
if you can
this
imagine
week's
that.
got more
So,
interest.
I'm going to show you how to grow and customize your Ooblets in this
I was
exclusive
like,
trailer.
Kate's going to like all these things.
oh, it's Double Fine. Okay.
Give it to me.
I know who they are.
Oh, it's just a farming game.
What's it?
Oh, this, my god, this is where you grow the mushrooms in the faces. Oh my god, yes, I want it.
Oh, look, you get to take him with you!
This was shown at the Xbox.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I want it. I can't get my biscuit out my
Kate, you got a problem?
Sorry for the.
It's all gooey now, I can even chew it on them.
I need this game, guys. Everybody, I need it. I want it. No, you can't have it. You got strawberry
So you should
fruit.
have to
She literally was, she's not missing with your hair.
Game ever.
You're not paying attention, Chris, go on. It's Sims.
What's that doing, monster? Watching us
Don't
over.
know, don't watch it sleep. That's a security card.
It's the Sims with people doing manual work. Sims with dancing.
That's the thing, bro.
Imagine if you
Pajamas in the
imagine if you could play The Sims in VR and you could only play one sim and live that life. Just real life, really, isn't it? Just do that.
I want that
that's
game.
Ooblets. Okay, I know.
Oh, come on now, bro. Forget it. The dream's dead.
Come to PC.
PC conference, Kate. PC.
That other game was coming PlayStation 4. Just shut up.
What is this? Is this Supreme Commander?
Steam.
Yes, Commander. Moving to position.
Biotech.
What's the game we played with Jamie?
That
Supreme
Ooblets
Commander.
trailer
Supreme
makes
Commander.
me oh so happy, and the previous one you just
No
got the
fair,
chance
bro.
to see
Look
is
how
the
tiny that
old
mug is.
school tabletop game Battletech, distilled into its purest form on PC. And here to talk about it from Harebrained Schemes is Jordan Wiseman and Mitch Gettleman. Welcome,
Wiseman.
gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you up on stage.
These are some tabletop game players. Look at them.
Yes,
The grey
that's
beards.
the spirit. Oh, hell yeah.
Because they're old.
These are
Now,
true
there's a
old school
lot of games
nerds.
based on Battletech. Tell us about this incarnation.
Nothing wrong with that.
By all means, Battletech is a modern, turn-based tactical game set within the MechWarrior universe. There's going to be 3 modes of play. A single-player skirmish, a multiplayer skirmish, and then our open-ended mercenary campaign.
Well, I want to hop straight into some of that single-player content by taking a journey to the Argo. I understand that, you know, there's all sorts of combat goodies that we're going to see in a
Nothing
moment, but the Argo is in
Yeah,
between
Bin Laden.
missions. Walk us through what we're seeing.
Right, so
here.
the Argo is broken down a hulk of a space
It's not going to kill Bin Laden,
spaceship
isn't it?
from a bygone era, and it is your mercenary command
Oh,
center.
I thought that
You
was
can
the
take
Ben
it
Affleck
all
film.
over the all over space,
Oh, no, I've never seen it.
going
It's in
from
area
star
world.
system to star system, and taking mercenary jobs from all sorts of different people, from petty dictators all the way up to the great lords and ladies of the noble houses. And from there, you can also command your entire mercenary crew. There's Samiri,
I'm just
she's
saying because I was in the house.
navigator, and you can command her and all of your mech warriors.
If we're gonna do the E3
and,
streams,
take your
guys, we're
jobs
gonna
up
do
for
the
your
E3
ship.
streams. Okay,
Yeah, we gotta do
cut it out and half
We
of
missed
them.
Devolvers.
Sure. So you're going to see it a few
Yeah,
moments.
well, you know,
Lady Kamea
Devolvers was
Arano,
very special.
She's
We couldn't have done it justice.
That would be like a one-time thing.
Her throne was
It never
taken by
happened
her
again.
uncle,
Mm.
and you are going to jump in
Battle
and
tag.
help her regain her throne. Of course, it's been plunged. The whole space has been
Yeah, I
plunged
guess
into a
Pacific
sort of
Rim.
civil war.
Well, that's more
And
like a
these,
guy
of
from
course, are the
Pacific
tools
Rim. That was sick.
of negotiation and diplomacy called battle mechs. And here in the mech bay, which is one of the key components of the Argo, you're able to
Well, isn't that
customize,
shocking?
the mechs, adding
Read out to
weapons,
the aloud to the class.
changing out weapons and
They
armor.
might want to
So,
listen to this
all that
piece.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a different topic altogether. We'll bring this up in the podcast.
One of the key crew members, because fixing these mechs after you come back from combat, you're a merc. You're supposed to make money. Taking damage, sets you behind, and so that's a really delicate balancing act.
I can imagine that trying to get all the parts that you need for your ship can be a little difficult.
Absolutely. That's why things like, especially in this time in era where parts are scarce, battlefield salvage is an important part of the game. And that also gets into, like when you take out an enemy, try to leave the parts you want.
Wonder
Yeah, you
Woman.
want to hit him
She looks
just hard enough
badass.
to take him down. There's Lady Kamea Arano there, and she's going to be the person you work for during the
Oh,
campaign.
she's pissed
But
'cause
of
her
course,
uncle's
when the
robbed
campaign
her phone.
ends, the single-player
She's
story
got
ends, you can still play the open-ended campaign,
So I was actually
traveling
fine.
around
To the
doing
train.
there.
Yeah, Chris.
Yes, and now we're going to get a chance to
I'm the
look at
person who least
combat
wants to be
itself,
here, and I'm
moving
paying
down from
attention.
the Argo, you're descending into battle. Walk me through what we're seeing.
By all means. So Battletech
Should we
full
move that
3D
thing?
environment and like a modern tactical
Yeah, actually, look, it fits perfectly. That's great.
We look like we're supposed to be there.
Cover, even though you're 30 foot tall, covered in armor, hiding in a forest still helps. It soaks off damage.
Should put it smack bang in
And
the
so
middle.
all of those are kind of core components of any modern game, and especially facing, which is really important in this game.
Facing really matters in BattleTech. Battle mechs aren't giant bags of hit points. Instead, they have 11 different armor locations. There's internal structure. They have
that's how we should have done it.
internal components, these critical slots filled with all sorts of important pieces. So what you're trying to do is strip off the armor from one location and then keep your facing to try and penetrate it, get to the juicy bits.
Yeah, I mean, I see this diagram at the top.
But
It's
then when the
reminiscent
green
of the
screen's
original
that big,
tabletop
to
game,
cover
which I
all of
actually
that
played
space
as
that's
a
on the
kid. I
camera
mean,
now.
like,
As a kid, huh? Thanks, pal.
I mean, I understand that it is the same sort of idea where damaging the arm disables that weapon, but then that can keep going.
And you keep going on, you blow that arm off, and
The
then
landlord coming around like
And the back is really juicy and tasty too.
When he comes in and that's what it's for, you have to tell him that you got a sex swing.
Penetrate.
I
said that out. We're live, right?
We'll allow it. We'll
Yeah,
allow
there
it.
you go. What you just saw there is melee. One of the things where it's really
No.
exciting about
You
it,
punched
mechs
him.
were not only
Yeah.
weapons,
Slapped the bitch up.
giant, armored suits, and so going up and being able to slug. And
When is that big mech battle going to happen between
or
Korea
death from
and
above,
America?
jump
Like
up
the
and
giant
slam down
robots
on
with
mechs.
fight.
All
I've
those
seen
things.
this.
Yeah, America's
Oh,
like.
You want to manage your heat.
Korea and America are going to
These
have a
mechs,
giant mech battle.
the pilots
trying
are
to move it
sitting
in
on a giant nuclear
that's a
reactor, basically.
Like, just for
wanna see
fun,
it.
They
or
really
like...
want to watch
No,
your
just
heat,
for lols.
how much
Okay, so not like... Okay,
There's
sorry.
different
No, they're going to war and use giant
down
mechs
in
to the
combat,
death.
you
So
are
what?
like-
Full metal shit.
To their death.
It's been really fascinating to watch a lot of the streams.
Can you
because
guys
I
be
know you
digestive,
guys
please?
No, you
just
can't have
went
one.
into beta. Where
Semi.
can the people here go to sign up to play?
Why, Sean, they can go to BattleTech.
Oh, this August it's going to happen.
Use the force on it.
BattleTechGame.com.
Use the force on it.
Come
Yeah.
find us on BattleTechGame.com.
And if you're interested in a used mech,
I
this is the
panicked.
guy.
That's right.
Now, I'd like to
become a
say it
backup?
again.
Battletech.
BattleTechGame.com. Thank
No.
you guys so much for coming out. Jordan, Mitch, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Pacific Rim shit.
Now, our very next game you may recognize from PC Games past. To talk about it, we got Sonya in the mezzanine.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I like
Sean.
that.
Our next
Sonia.
game is to come to us from our friends at Tales World Entertainment, and they have been working on an awesome open-ended action medieval RPG game. So
Ooh.
I don't want to waste any more
Medieval.
time. Let's just get right into it. We're going to check out the trailer for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord.
Oh, that.
Okay, then.
Mountain Blade. Yeah, I've heard this.
This is the little cartoon one. Oh, no. Yeah. We saw something about
This is
this
the one.
recently,
But
didn't
the
we?
only reason anyone gets it is to play the game with friends, not. Lie. We've officially put it in now. It's
So
an
once you build the
RTS.
rings, Moddy.
It's an RTS. It's an RTS, but you control one character at a time.
Oh, that's cool.
should be that way.
It's because I have like these massive, always these huge, massive sort of open world, sort of like many characters on screen sort of games.
Again, not this one. It's you don't really need it to make it live.
And to get like loads of instances of loads of different characters on the screen at the same time is so CPU heavy that console would struggle. A console will be able to win totally. We wouldn't stand a chance.
Not even Xbox One X.
Not even Xbox One X.
What about if they switched it up?
Oh my goodness.
Stop, Chris. That guy's Boromir. What fucking hell?
He didn't give a shit. He's just like, yeah, and what, bro? And what?
I was Mountain Blade.
That's all I thought you said too.
Nice Mountain Blade.
Always a pleasure to have Mountain Blade 2 here at the PC Gaming Show. Now, I know we've just gotten started. We've seen XCOM and Ooblets and Battletech. We would love to hear your thoughts on this PC Gaming Show. Let us know what you think. We'll even put some of the tweets up here live. Not all of it.
Hashtag him.
A disaster. Some of you on Twitter really
I'm joking.
I'd be thrilled to hear your thoughts. Coming up next, we have
Hashtag
sequel.
Hashtag show me more Ooblets
Warhammer
now.
1. It's Total War Warhammer 2. I'm joined by Al Bickman from Creative
Corey, you bucked in the way a bit there.
Apologies.
Yeah, really good. Good to be here.
So tell me, what is it that's been going on since your announcement?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
No, I mean,
Quite
what's
a
he
lot.
doing?
I mean, this is the
Don't
we're
worry.
working on
What
the
are you
second
doing?
game.
No, I was just talking about you. What are you
It's going to
excited
be every
about? What's
bit as
happening?
big as the
Total
first
Warhammer
game,
2.
but we're layering on. We're sort of doubling down on all the stuff that made
Is
the
that what you
first
got
game so
attacked by
far,
them first?
which is real
Okay, I
diversification
remember.
between the factions
Okay.
and a
Is
whole
it game?
range of new kind of gameplay extras in the campaign
Showing
game as well.
gameplay,
So 4 new factions set
Ooh.
across 4 new continents.
There's
and a
4 new
continent.
factions, is there?
Yep,
Show me them
yep,
sexy
4 new
elves.
factions. Yep, yep.
I
we've
thought
got
there were
the-
2 big ones we were talking about.
No, well, we're focusing on
It's
the
good to,
High
host
Elves
is
and the
educated.
Lizard Men at the moment.
Yeah.
High Elves and Lizard Men, Kate.
Dark Elves.
That's all I need to say.
And the Dark Elves.
Which we have yet to announce.
You tease.
I know, terrible, isn't it?
Well, Al, talk to us a little
They don't
bit
look very
about
elfy.
the High Elves and the Lizard.
Really?
Right, so so they're both essentially working towards the same goal. in
They're
the
elves.
That's more
campaign game,
elves,
which
that's
is to
it.
heal
That's what I like
great
to say.
context.
I need the High Elves
That's
versus
a
Dark
unique
Elves.
feature of the campaign map, which ties the whole narrative of the
They
game
said
together.
Lizard Men.
But
The Lizard Men, okay.
even those in the Warhammer world with the same
That's
aims will
sick.
inevitably come to blows at some point.
That looks
That's
awesome.
what we'll be showing today.
And we're going to be looking at what is called a quest battle between the High Elves and the Lizard
Pistol?
Men. Walk us through a little bit of what we're about to see.
Okay, so this is we're about to show some footage from a quest battle for Krokgar, who's one of the legendary lords for the Lizard Men, and this is one of his quest battles. And it's the battle of
Isn't
Krokgar.
Obama a Lizard Man?
So you'll see the match.
Obama. Isn't
Confirmed.
Obama? There's a rumour that Obama's a
You're
Lizard
gonna
Man.
confirm it right now.
I know personally.
Chris knows.
of the Lizard Men.
Well, I'm very excited to take a look. It's going to be some in-game footage
weird.
from the
Oh,
battle.
was that
Go
a
for it,
PC that accidentally made him a second didn't work?
Oh,
This was
I
my
was gonna.
This was my experience with the PC. Nothing works. Oh, my game's brick. It looks so much better on PC. Boys. Oh my god. We got dragons and shit. Dinosaurs. Oh, I was only joking. I didn't really think they would put dinosaurs. There are no creature things. They got cocaine T-Rex. Dragons are pretty bad. Dinosaurs are pretty bad. Dinosaurs can't breathe fire.
Fucking dinosaur. Well, I'll play that at AGX. Okay, yeah, it should be out the weekend.
Literally the weekend of EJX.
It's the weekend after, actually.
It is after, is it?
Yeah.
September 28th, Al. That's,
No,
that's
that's
the
28th,
first
last
time I
day.
think we've gotten the chance to see that official release date.
Yeah, we're announcing that today. We're officially out on the 28th of September, so we're available for pre-orders now. We've got an early adopter bonus, which is a really significant sort of bunch of new content for Warhammer 1. It's a new race pack, in fact.
Oh,
so yeah,
cool.
it's
Cool.
and
I
we're out
actually
this
have
year.
that game, so I might do it.
I want to take a step back, and I want to have you talk a little bit about what it was that we just saw in the Battle of the Fallen Gates.
Right, so
yeah, two
as I
armies.
mentioned, this is a quest battle, and this is the Lizard Men versus the High Elves.
Right.
And this is what we've got playable here at E3 this week. So you'll be able to take control of the lizard men in that battle and experience that immense diversity and all the crazy stuff that's going on in their army, because they're essentially an army of ancient spacefaring dinosaurs, and they, you know, small dinosaurs that ride big dinosaurs.
I want some of these ancient spacefaring dinosaurs.
Warhammer,
Dinosaurs all the way down.
all the way up, all the way down. Yeah. So and Warhammer gives us these
Bring
tools
back
to play
Oblix.
with, to make the game with. It's awesome.
Well, backing out of the battle, I know that the campaign map in Total War Warhammer was a big hit. What's going on with the campaign level in Warhammer 2?
So in Warhammer 2, we've got a ton of new campaign features which lead you to kind of explore and discover and gain new abilities.
I got surrounded by vampires.
And it's all based around
and then goblins.
a sort of
Both sides working together, and I was like, wow, I'm fucked. Quit. Start again.
But we're also, shortly after launch, we're also releasing a free
down to
update for
one
the game,
province and had one last
which will
stand, and it just
bring the combined campaign map into play, which is the landmass from Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 together in a gigantic campaign map where you can play any of the races that you own from both games. Yeah.
Well, I understand you have presence here at E3, not just in this show, but also on the floor. What are players going to get the chance to play there?
Yep, so they can play the Battle of the Fallen Gates. We've got 2 difficulty modes, so a kind of starter difficulty mode and a veterans difficulty mode. And they'll also get to see, we're also rolling, when you play it, you'll see the actual campaign map as well. We've put a video together that details loads of the new features in the campaign map, so you can actually see that in action as well. So if you get a chance, go play. It's really good fun.
Well, Al, I want to thank you for coming out and talking to us today about Total War Warhammer 2. Once again, feel free to check it out on the E3 floor, or if you're at home, there'll be tons of footage and updates about the Battle of the Fallen Gates. Now, our next game is in the card game genre, a genre where no matter how hard I try, I wind up playing bad decks and having fun. Here to talk about the upcoming expansion for Shadowverse is Creperia.
Shadowverse?
Oh, never
Have you heard of this?
Hey guys, how's it going? Creparian here.
Today
Today I want to talk to you guys about Shadowverse. Shadowverse is one of the best card games out there because it basically just does everything right. Every time I log into Shadowverse, I have an amazing experience. I can play whatever deck type, whatever deck, whatever cards, anything I want to do. And of course, every time there's new cards added to the game, this whole thing gets forwarded and really the game gets so much richer. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the worldwide debut of the Wonderland Dreams trailer.
I have a book for thee like no other. Each page a window to a long-lost land, where fairy tales dovetail with myths, and wishes give birth to legends grand.
A donkey.
Knights and dragons,
Galloping like a
or wistful love. Within this book, all ambitions bloom.
Oh my god, look at that written line on
But
that.
more, my fickle friend.
That's just
A dark
you don't know whether to be
abyss
aroused
awaits
or
us
not,
all.
do you?
Cannon.
Blood-pricked roses
Cannon.
wishes be.
Not aroused.
But fear not to bite life's fruit, for in this land, courage is key.
I can't name this game.
With bated breath, the door sweeps open. Glory-bound or purged in flame. The hand you choose defines your fate. So I ask you, is this really just a game?
Oh, that looks so good! Don't be just on PC. Don't be PC exclusive.
Why would it be?
Thank you, Side Games, and thank you, Crip. As you know,
Because
technology is
XCOM was on
extremely
something else.
important, especially with the
Can I not play it on my phone?
power of hardware and with
That's
new
what I'm saying,
demands
yeah.
coming from VR. Here to talk a little bit about tech in
Courses.
games is the leader of the software development group
good,
at
that dude.
Intel.
We'll have
It's
to get
Doug
that.
Fisher. Doug, come on out.
How you doing, Sean?
Hey, thanks for joining us, Doug.
It's great to be here.
I want to thank you, Doug, for coming out, and of course, thanks to Intel for
Quick
sponsoring
cut,
this
Mala.
event. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
There's a lot
actually.
of-
I think that's what I'm recognising.
stuff to say. I'm going to give the stage to Doug.
That guy needs a new tie.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I am very excited to be here.
God, you don't
And I'm
know.
very excited to talk to the PC gaming community about all the announcements we made this morning from Intel. I'm a software guy, you're the gamers. All these announcements are very relevant to everything we do. You know, 2016 was an amazing year by all measures in gaming. Look at the number of live streams in Twitch. Over 2 million new live streams. Over 300 million esports enthusiasts. And look at the growth in VR. 2017 is going to be even more amazing. And why? Because of you. It's because of you.
Fucking did.
It
fucking stinks.
That's you, not me, obviously.
Oh my god, Chris.
Innovation.
Let Jack Bauer talk.
You are innovate. You're on the edge of technology all the time. You have that instinct.
I can't
on
smell.
what the technologies are that we need to deliver. And then you have this amazing, inclusive, and social environment. Young, old,
That's the most
male,
exciting thing that's
female,
happened so
tech
much.
content,
Sorry,
millions of
Finn.
people
Yeah, pretty much.
inspiring each other to immerse themselves
God.
in this environment.
What's that card game
Now it
called?
starts at Intel with
Something
amazing
wonderful.
hardware
What?
technology.
Was it? I thought it was Wonderful
We
Worlds.
talked about the launch we had 2 weeks ago
You know
of
what,
our
Google it
X
for me
series
right now and see if it's just
platform.
PC exclusive.
Now you gaming enthusiasts will love the Core i7X.
Of course, Intel's going to
Overclocking
Intel.
capability. It's an amazing system. And you megatasters who want to game, create, stream will love the beast of them all, the Core
Oh,
i9
Oh, yeah, that's Android as
Stream
well.
Edition. An amazing system for this environment. Now, as a software
Started
person,
now.
I
If I
love
started now, I could
this
play it in a
environment.
bit.
I love this hardware. Because why? It gives
What is an-
software people
What is an Intel i7?
less time waiting,
i7S?
more time
Keep talking about it, let
creating,
him
creating that
find out.
amazing content. I work with
He
over
said he was a
a
software
million
guy?
gaming developers to ensure they take full advantage of all that innovation we put on our platforms. Whether it's working on the caching algorithms or the high density graphics or multi-core, it doesn't matter, all the different areas, the best known methods. We ensure these millions of developers are making the most out of that platform, delivering the best
I think it's an
content.
X.
Then we work to market that so that all the gamers out here, the billions of gamers, know the
Everything's an
new
X.
compelling content that's available.
He's got to read the screen to look what he's doing. Isn't that?
He's pressing the button to see what's going on.
And this is just an example of some of the titles we work with. I'm sure you recognize a lot of these titles. These are just a few examples, whether it's Halo Wars 2 or Overwatch, or in the VR space, where it's Arizona Sunshine or The Unspoken. We're working with all these content
Vermintide
providers to
is a
ensure they
good
take full
game.
advantage
Yeah,
of
we
all
didn't
those new
play it, have we?
Me
capabilities.
and Jamie played it.
How many people
Oh,
have
I was
heard of
actually
Destiny?
trying to cost the PSVR soon.
Yeah. I couldn't be more excited to tell you that we work with Bungie and Activision to bring Destiny 2 to the PC.
No, I'm not on PC. I'm interested.
That yes, we're bringing it to the
actually
PC.
gonna show
Yes,
us gameplay.
bring it up.
Okay, that's going started.
That experience is absolutely amazing. And I can't think of a better person to talk about how amazing that experience is than the full-time live Twitch streamer
Oh.
and YouTube broadcaster.
Go.
Welcome on stage, Tefty Teft.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Who's that?
I don't know.
Hey Tefty.
Hey Doug, how you doing?
It's
Good,
pro,
great to see
you
you.
know.
No, it probably is, you know.
be
We're
here.
just not
So
Twitch
you
watchers.
really do live, eat, breathe, sleep, dream
I
Destiny.
do. I play a lot of Destiny.
I feel sorry
Got
for that man.
Thousands of hours, hundreds of raids completions. I
you're on
built my
PC then.
community
Do you know what, though? He's
around
getting
Destiny
paid
on
for it.
Twitch, and
So you know what? You probably would as
co-host
well.
for one of the founding co-hosts of Destiny
No,
Community
we're not going to get
Podcast,
paid to play something
Space
like that.
Podcast,
Oh,
specifically for
I
Destiny.
listened to his
So I
podcast.
know a lot
Do
about
ya?
Destiny, and I played a lot of it.
Podcast
That's
is it?
great. So when you play it,
Oh my god,
you
Chris,
experience
to it
that
when we
PC.
Chris, stop.
I have, yeah, I got to play it at the event.
Sean.
I gotta say,
does
the
look like
PC
Sean.
experience is amazing. As somebody who's played a lot of hours in Destiny, everybody knows how is it going to transfer. How's the experience going to go from console to PC? Are they going to actually be able to deliver? And I can say 100% sure that the PC experience is incredible. When I got to play it, I was blown away. I popped Dawn Blade, using mouse and keyboard, and rain and fire from above. It was amazing. You guys, if you're a fan of Destiny, you're going to love Destiny 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, is anybody out here going to be able to participate and play with this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be on the it's going to be on the show floor. The other thing too is they've got tons of PC support as well that's being added to it. So 4K is going to be beautiful looking. It's got 21:9 ratio, uncapped frame rates. I mean, for me personally, I'm going to be looking at pushing 144 or higher for FPS because
ratio, guys.
oh, it's
That's
going to
cool.
be
We're
so
not down
nice.
to that,
And yes,
It's
absolutely. On
ultra
top of that, Bungie has told me something specific that is exciting for the
get one weapon.
high
together.
CPU core count chips. They are optimizing the engine so it will take advantage of all the cores in your CPU. So if you do have an i9 Extreme which, hey, you know, maybe hook me up.
If you spend
yeah, but
$2,000
$99 Extreme,
on one
it'll be able
CPU
to take advantage of all
on
those
one
ports.
component in your computer,
That's great.
you might
As
be
an
able to use it to
enthusiast
play
PC,
games.
I'm excited about that potential for Destiny 2. I can't wait to run it out maxed with as many frames as possible.
Well, fantastic. You guys all have a chance to take a look at it. Maybe you and I can play later today.
That'd be great.
All right.
It's good. It's going to be on the E3 show floor. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Doug.
Big hand.
If it is yet, it's just on PC.
Amazing.
It won't be on PlayStation because that's who you drive it with.
I love
I can't
that.
do
That
it.
experience. Nothing says it like that, right?
Mm.
All right. So it's not just about the top 8
I
list
thought you said,
titles.
okay, we'll see
but
you. We're
also
going to
it's
show it
about
now. I
the
thought you said you
private
were going to show
developers
it.
participating.
Nah, they're saving that for PlayStation.
The independent developers.
They're so linked
You
with
can see
PlayStation.
examples
That's
of
why
properties
Microsoft got
they've
that other
developed.
game that
We
we
want
keep
to make
getting
sure
out.
everybody's developing and creating
That was
content on the
so
PC
good, bro.
to create more
look,
and more
chicken horse.
opportunity to participate in that. We're inspiring these developers through a contest
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Level Up. Take a
Those
look at the
free games
sponsors. We
again,
took
yeah.
None of them
Intel,
work.
you got
Yeah,
Green
Good
Man
guys, good
Gaming,
guy, Green Game.
Epic, and Razer sponsoring this event. We have real luminaries judging, like Tim Schafer.
Oh, Tim Schafer.
Yes, Tim Schafer is going to be judging this contest. The winner will be announced at PAX West in Seattle in September. I encourage you to participate. It's a great event. It's a great opportunity for independent developers to get involved and participate. And why do we care? As a software guy, why do we care? Because we want more and more content out there. We want more opportunities for games for others to participate. We want to discover the next big thing on the PC. We don't know where it's going to come from. So we want lots of people participating on our platform so that the next big thing is built on top of the PC. And you, everybody here, all you gamers, you can participate as well. I'm certain as you're participating in a game, you've thought of something new, unique that you'd like to bring to reality. This is your opportunity to be one of those developers as well, or at least influence one of those developers.
That's a weird way
And
of saying
create
that word.
amazing
Influence.
immersive experience.
That's
Whether you're a
strange.
gamer, content creator, or even esports. Now, speaking of esports, we had 2 exciting announcements today in the esports arena. Pun intended.
Is it a pun?
It's a Quake
First
3 arena.
being,
Pardon the
we have a
pun.
landmark deal with ESL.
ESL, yeah.
Intel is
Oh.
now
Yeah, but we're-
the global technology provider for esports for ESL. That's great news for everybody in the gaming community because the latest technology will be used for the events, for the studios, the back-end operations, and the streaming capabilities during the event. You'll have the latest technology at those events.
Nice.
Now, the thing I love about sports, and I'm a traditional sports admirer as well, is they have this tradition around these things called a Grand Slam, whether it's tennis, golf, rugby. They have a Grand Slam. And there's no reason we can't have that
They're going to do a grand slam
in
game.
esports. And that's why we're excited
That's
with
pretty sick.
Oculus, ESL, and Intel are sponsoring the Grand Slam event,
Nice.
Intel
Yes,
Grand Slam. And all these leagues
Big
getting
stuff.
together. And the first team to win 4 of the 10 events will be the Grand Slam winner.
So
They'll
different
collect their
games, yeah?
traditional prize,
So they've
but
got
in
to read
addition,
all
they'll
the
get
games.
another
hard.
$1
What are the
million
chances that you got
bonus.
it?
Because
for
like
being the
all
Grand
the
Slam
esport level
winner.
at one game is because you spent all your life playing
$1
that game.
million.
I don't think it'll be different games.
All right.
Should be.
Because there are different tournaments for just CSGO, there are different tournaments for Street
I
Fighter.
was so excited about the announcement
Because
today.
you don't expect a football player
around
to then
Echo
go and play
Arena.
tennis.
They've taken this
That's part of the Grand
property
Slam.
and
Sure.
now are making it VR
Ready at dawn.
multiplayer.
What's this?
Do you guys see
That's a
that
VR
announcement
game.
today?
That
That's
looks like
so
Tron.
great.
You
They're
said that,
creating the multiplayer VR
Oh,
experience
The
sorry.
and
robots?
bringing
The robots?
it to
They're not
life.
human?
Ready at dawn.
In
And
this
then with
platform.
PlayStation. Bring the PlayStation. Come on.
We're so excited about it at
Echo
Intel. We want
Arena.
so many people to start participating with it. We are
that
sponsoring
camera
a
out shot.
deal
Get that
in
camera out
conjunction
shot.
with Oculus to make this available with Oculus free of charge for limited time at launch. So all of you can play with this game free of charge starting July 20th. And you now can participate, learn, and become an expert in VR gaming.
PCI should
Now I
just
know
work
when
on
you become
PC.
an expert, what do you want to do? You want to showcase those skills. Wouldn't it be awesome if you had an opportunity to showcase those skills? That's why we're super excited to work together to create the VR Challenge. With Intel, Oculus, and ESL, we're creating the VR Challenge. It's a virtual challenge in the VR arena.
Wow.
And everybody's going to
Beautiful.
compete, and the end of it's going to be in Poland at the Intel Extreme Masters, where the finals will be in 2018. Book your tickets now. It's going to be a crazy event.
Okay then.
Now, I know everybody likes a challenge. Everybody's excited about challenges. I'm going to give you a challenge all here today. Just participate in at Intel Gaming. Follow at Intel Gaming, and you'll have a chance by participating there to win one of 3 great prizes, one from Oculus, one from Asus, and one from iBuyPower. You'll have a chance to win one of these prizes just by participating in this challenge. And don't dismay, all those will have Core i7 in the systems. So it's a great opportunity to play, participate, and bring up that challenge. So the future is here now, the future of gaming. You can just feel it growing and growing. You see the immersive capabilities. And why is that happening?
I know, yeah, man, come on. What was that other game that I liked called again?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's sponsored by Intel, so Intel have got to come out and do their bit.
Yeah.
That's what it is, they've got to come out and sell.
For like hardcore PC gamers, this is like porn.
So the realm of possibilities are here now.
An
example of that is
you're losing it, Kate, you're losing it. Niblets.
Look at
I'm having a little, you think like Twiglets or something like that.
I'll be back in a minute. So Sean?
I was going to show game.
My card game got to 99% and crashed, I had to start again. I broke it.
It was a pleasure to have you. Thanks for all the great announcements. And of course, thanks again to Intel for sponsoring this
Alright,
event.
mate, we get it.
Keep in mind, if you look at the time, we're
The
not
paid
even
is paycheck, so
halfway
he's got to
done
make
yet.
sure
We're halfway done! Give some sick shit!
We're not even halfway done.
It's not even halfway done. It's been going for 45 minutes.
We've been watching this for 45 minutes.
Brendan joins us to talk about the
We
future.
were like, Elliot, we'll be back in half an hour, stay on Overwatch. He was like, yeah, cool, cool.
And
We're just not coming back.
play entertainment.
Back
Back to you, Sean.
Oh shit, yeah. Is he coming through Ubisoft?
You got time, mate, you got time.
Chris can make dinner.
Time to take a
and
look
Elliot
at
play
the
Overwatch.
upcoming game up in the mezzanine with Sonya.
Yeah.
How's it going, Sonya?
Thank you,
She's
Sean.
got a friend now.
So, as a Firefox, this is a game that
She got a
pulls on
Nemo,
my
yeah,
heartstrings
scarf.
and does not let go. And
bro.
I just want to hear more about it. And luckily, I've got the
Is that
perfect
Lucas
person to
Tail?
talk to today. I am joined by Felix Kramer on the game formerly known as
Foxy.
Secret Legend. But you've got some special announcements. I saw some secretive tweets from the Dicey Twitter account.
You did.
Do you want to talk
definitely.
about that?
Well, you're exactly right. We were known as Secret Legend, but today we're announcing our new name, Tunic. So you can head to tunicgame.com to find out more about that. And we're announcing that we're pairing with publisher Finji, who you may know from their incredible work on Night in the Woods and Overland.
So exciting.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I want to tell you, it wasn't just the fox that sold me on this game. I love the beautiful, charming graphics, and
legit the
honestly,
fox?
I just want to see more of it.
From the
Can we check out the
Xbox one,
trailer?
yeah?
Let's do it.
I think it's legit that game. Okay.
I don't even know what's going on anymore, so I'll just sit here and drink a Pepsi. Maybe chocolate biscuits. Oh, super cute, super cute.
Oh.
You got lag there, Corey.
That's a Jamie.
Enemies, bro.
I don't care.
Oh shit. Come to the
This
wrong
looks really
neighborhood.
cool, you
Come to the
know.
wrong neighborhood.
Oh shit.
Oh god, she got shanked.
Do you know what this looks like? It looks like it's like an isometric Zelda game.
Run. This game is cool.
Good on Zelda.
Where's the Guardians?
That's it.
Get there.
I did, yeah.
Ah! Fuck you. You're always getting me on that.
Oh, that's great, yeah. I think you sound amazing.
Her eyeliner is on a
What are they saying?
Thank you, Sonya.
hear it.
Now,
Nobody did.
our
No, that
next
games are good,
title
I know.
we'll be talking about is
That's you.
honestly a huge surprise hit, having just surpassed 3 million
Battlegrounds.
sales. You may recognize it as one of the 3 most played and broadcasted games
get
on Twitch
Battlegrounds.
right now.
Again.
It's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds,
alright,
and
not
I'm
bad.
literally next to PlayerUnknown right now. Brendan Green, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you know what that last
I
one
gotta
is?
say, it has been amazing to see the runaway success
Let's
of your
see,
game. What's it
figure it
been
out.
like for you?
It's been immense. I mean, really, the
That
reaction
last one,
we've
do you know
got
what that
from
is?
players and
Kurt knows, isn't it what it is?
tremendous. And I want to say thank you to everyone for that. It's been great.
And thank you for the
Yeah, last one.
experiences, both
Send
the
out as well,
joy
yeah.
of winning and the, well, I guess the joy of a bullet flying
You
through
can-
my head out of
you
nowhere,
can
and I'll never
Atari
know
fanboy.
why.
Gotta learn to love the song.
Mate, he's super
Love
rich
it.
because that game's fucking flew off the
Well,
shelf.
I understand that even though a lot of people treat the game almost as a full release right now,
Yeah.
it's still technically not released yet, and there's a whole lot more to come. Talk to us a little bit about what's in store.
So we have
Fuck are you wearing,
our focus at the
bro?
moment is to sort of stabilize the game.
He's like super casual.
Like smoking jacket.
I like
We
it.
have,
We should get them for our
2D
streams.
replays planned
Should.
for in-game replays.
Bit of Deditae smoking. He's through grenade.
It's coming every month.
Literally.
You thought he said butthole.
No, I thought he
So
said
yeah,
blue
no,
hole.
but our current focus is really just get the game competitive and stable.
So suddenly fences are no longer
Is
the
this
most
the one you were
impossible
telling me about
object in the
yesterday?
game.
Guys,
Climb
you
over
jump
them.
over
So
fences
our
now.
programmer Marek, he's done a really great job getting
sorry.
the system to be dynamic. So it doesn't matter what object you're in
Stop
front of,
patronizing
you
people,
jump
isn't
and
it?
vault over it.
Yeah, so in terms of jumping and vaulting, is it... yeah, vaulting. Is it sort of...
That was a sick flip.
Say that it's
You
dynamic
should have a button where you
in
just
that
green
all
parkour
the
upon using me.
Yeah, exactly, and it has different animations for each different thing, so vaulting, climbing. Now we also have weather, so...
One of my
that'd be
favorite
good.
aspects, of course, is the rain map in the game. Walk me through what we're seeing here.
So
What's
this
the
is our
distance
new
down
weather
then?
settings. This is fog.
It's
which
on
is
the
just
game?
Royale.
clear days,
The one you were telling me about
rain
yesterday?
has been tweaked
Okay.
to the
Is it
best
Xbox as well?
And
Oh,
we
okay.
also have our sunset.
looks different.
So
PC?
it's really
Yeah.
I'm
No,
really
well, it
happy
just
with how
doesn't
it's turned
look
out.
like the
It's
same.
beautiful. Yeah.
Same game.
And what is the
This is the
impact
upgrades. This
on
is adding into it.
gameplay
That's why.
of
Probably
these
looks better.
types of things with weather?
just
Xbox probably gets the basic version. for now.
Xbox will like the only thing we can show is shooting bang bangs because that's what Xbox people like. Whereas in PC we'll can actually show mechanics.
Super
Yeah, pretty
powerful,
much.
crate only. Yeah, it's going to be a beast.
Is it a short range, long range? Where's
Medium
its utility?
to short to medium, it's going to be a beast. It's going to be super powerful,
Yeah.
and then long range, it'll work as well.
And I remember before you came on the show,
short
I
and long
asked
range.
you,
Yeah.
where did you put that gun in? And I think your answer was,
It just looks cool.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's like we wanted to add a bullpup and we wanted to add something else to the 7.62 class, and this is a Spetsnaz weapon. It just looks great.
it looks cool, as good as a reason as any, honestly. I want to come back to the weather effects. Obviously, they look beautiful. What are some of the impacts that you've seen on the gameplay with the new weather effects?
Well, it's just going to change the way you play. So it's not necessarily going to be you're going to be sniping all the time.
Game's
You know,
actually
with
good
the
though, so
foggy
you
weather,
can't
you're
shoot.
gonna have to
You can't
use a
use sniper
more
rifles. You can't lose long range,
type, play
long
style,
range
but it's just
weapons.
again to give you
So
a
it
bit of
changes
variety
the
and make
game
every
dynamic. It's pretty cool actually.
You've talked a little bit about what we've seen in the video, but talk to me about long term. What's far down the line for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
So again, we want to finish out.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with what this
platform,
geezer's
make it a
wearing.
Good platform for
It's
all
not
kind
good,
of
it's
game
not- it's
modes.
not
You know,
good,
we will have modding
outside
down the
quality,
line
really.
as well. And it's again, it's just creating a stable platform. That's our aim here.
I understand that you're also working on new maps.
Yeah, so we have 2 new maps coming. One based in Peru, a desert map with sort of ruined cities with sandstorms and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then this other one in the Adriatic. So it has even a ruined cosmodrome in the center of the map with like snowfall, and
That's cool.
I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that you've been super involved with the community of regular players. What's in store for those people playing the game right now?
So as I said, we have our custom games. We have the 3D replays, which I'm really excited about because it allows you to watch your match back in the engine with a free cam.
That's cool.
And
Oh, with a free cam, that's cool.
Great
What
content
does that?
creation.
How do you do that as well?
So you can just
You could literally.
yeah, and
That's good for
it'll
videos,
just give you a new way to create like machinimas and stuff like that within the game. Yeah.
Machinimas
The
and
last
for
thing I want to bring up, because you were mentioning this a lot before you came
playbacks,
on,
just like
we
Twitch
have all
and stuff,
sorts of
playback.
stability and performance fixes incoming.
Yeah, so like our focus this month is on our server performance and really getting that stable because at the moment the servers aren't performing the best they could. But you know, so
Ubisoft are in.
last month our team's focus was on client performance and we improved that broadly for a lot of people. And this month it's on servers, so they've already found a lot of things to fix, and I'm excited.
That's great. I'm sure players will completely stop blaming anything on the game at that point.
Right.
They will accept responsibility for those losses there.
Rubber banding.
Well, to PlayerUnknown himself, Brendan, thank you so much for coming out
Thank
to
you so
talk
much,
about
Sean.
it. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone.
As we get ourselves set up for the next game, we're going to head to the mezzanine with Sonia for a little bit of a giveaway.
Thank you, Sean. Sean is
He
pretty
looks
cool,
really
right?
weird. He's
But you
giving,
know
like,
what's a
weird
little bit
looks to
cooler?
the camera.
A free PC. We're going to be giving away a badass PC from our friends at Intel. This bad boy is going to be rocking an i7 7700K processor. There's a lot of 7s in there, and it's going to be running a NVIDIA GTX 1080. It is worth more than $2,500, so if you want a chance to win, head over to PCGamingShow.com/giveaway and put in your information. Good luck, and back to you, Sean.
Hey, what? That's a,
Thank
I
you,
could build up
Sonia.
half that for us.
And I am pretty cool, right? Jesus, thanks, audience.
Great Kingdom Hearts DLC.
I didn't realize you could pinpoint the exact time and date a career died, but we still have all sorts of great stuff in store for you. Our next guest you may recognize from PC gaming shows past. Tripwire Interactive is back with a slew of games to talk about, and I'm joined by creative director Bill Monk. Pleasure to have you, Bill.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Hey, Bill.
Good to have you back.
Thank you, thank you.
As always.
All right.
You guys have been busy. Congratulations on the recent release of Rising Storm 2.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a realism FPS. We just released it 2 weeks ago, and the fan reaction's been really positive. Really happy about that, and we want to thank everyone who was part of the beta phases that helped shape the game in a real positive way. And be sure to check out the Trello boards, see what we're up to, and we're actually already really busy working on some new content. So stay tuned.
That's amazing. I mean, I know so many people know you from Killing Floor 2, but especially this year, there's so much to talk about. I mean, last year you announced Killing Floor, Incursion, the VR Killing Floor. How's that been going?
Oh, that's been going awesome. You know, Incursion's one of the second phase, game or second wave games to come out for VR, and we've learned a lot. And we're really, really excited. We think we have one of the best products that's going to come out later this year. It's scary as hell. You can play it
I don't know if I could answer
single player and co-op, and we're really excited to release it. So stay tuned on that.
That's awesome. Now, the big thing I know you wanted to talk about today was a little bit of content coming down the line for your big game, Killing Floor 2. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, when we released Killing Floor 1, one of the things that really put us on the map was our time seasonal events.
Right.
And when we released Killing Floor 2, people were always clamoring and asking, you know, when are you guys going to do that for Killing Floor 2?
Reasonable enough?
Well, we're super happy to announce the Summer Sideshow coming out this year.
Well, I'm eager to show everyone this footage. This trailer makes me laugh every time. Let's go ahead and take a look at Killing Floor 2's Summer Sideshow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tragic Kingdom Amusement Park. Come on down and play Find Minnie Pukey, Feed the Pound, Dunk the Float, and Pop the What? Was that a real head? Trade for festive clown makeup, colorful hats, and dozens of other items. Carnival rewards are only available for a limited time. See the adorable Pinhead and marvel at the mighty strong pound. Oh, what is wrong with him? Hear the bearded beauty, the siren from Fiji. I think I'm gonna be sick. Backed by popular demand. Come see Pukey the Clown and the Monkey Man. Why does the monkey have a chainsaw? Find romance in the Tunnel of Love. Swing on the Queen of Chains. Look at the... Ow! Scream on Pound Mountain! Oh, but that's not safe! See the death-defying fire stunts of Dr. Infernum's Pyrotechnic Emporium! Oh, is he actually on fire? Why is that person on fire? Earn new achievements and triumph the new HC-12 shotgun and tactical lever-action rifle! Why do you need a shotgun at a carnival? I don't care, it's unlockable! Why does the carnival cleanup crew need hazmat suits? No, I'm done. This is a horror show. I'm getting out of here. If you can hear this, run!
Warning. News and outbreaks and variants and behavior detected. Be alert for new challenges, modes, and threats in the weekly outbreaks.
I mean, I know it's a horror theme, but there's some great humor in this.
Oh yeah, I mean, seasonal events are definitely the most fun to work
Oh,
on.
it's like just an event then?
We can just go crazy and go goofy.
like
We got clowns.
You got the monkey that bangs the cymbal with a chainsaw and stuff.
Midgets on stilts, bearded ladies. You know, we got it all.
Tell me a little bit about what is the gameplay? What's some of the stuff that people can experience in the Summer Sideshow?
So it's a limited time event. It's only going to last for 1 month. So all this crazy stuff you're seeing here, it's 1 month. And there's over 50 cosmetic items that people can gain from playing it totally free. All the Zeds have been replaced. All the voices have been redone. We also have mini games that are thrown out throughout the map.
I saw the carnival games right at the start of the trailer.
Yep. We've also got 2 new weapons that we're introducing. And we also have this other mode that we're really excited about. It's the Weekly Outbreak.
Yeah, I saw the
mode.
Weekly Outbreak at the end of the trailer. What's the Weekly Outbreak about?
So each week, new gameplay mode comes out with new challenges for the player. We have one, it's starting out with Cranium Cracker, and that's a headshot only mode.
So no
have-
damage unless it's headshot.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have another one called Tiny Terror, where every time you shoot a Zed, they actually shrink. They become like little like midget Zeds, which is really crazy. And whenever the players get hit, they shrink too.
Oh, really?
So I mean, that's just 2 of them. We have 8 total, and it's over 2 months worth of content. And if they're really hard to beat, but if you beat it, you get really cool like precious items and stuff like that.
So of course I have to ask, when can people play it?
Actually, you can play it tomorrow, and it's free on
That's
Steam
cool.
all week.
Easy.
Just PC.
So you got no excuse not to try it.
Well, I mean, what if people are here at E3?
Oh, they can play here
PlayStation as
too.
well.
Oh boy,
If it's,
that was
especially if
set
it's a
up
timed
on my
event, you don't have to
part.
pay for it.
Yeah, whereabouts is it at on the E3 floor?
Yeah, at Destiny.
That's at the PC Gamer Show.
Oh, that's right. It's at the PC Gaming Show booth. We have our own booth here at E3.
Yes. It's at my
You don't even know what
I'm
your
glad
booth
that 2
is.
of you are
Jesus.
very excited to hear that.
The first of many, right? This is going to
Yes.
become a tradition.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of the budget, so yes, of course. Well, I want to say, Bill, thank you so much for coming out. Congrats on all the projects and the progress. Bill Monk,
This is it's a bit of a sham, isn't it? This one. It's a bit of a shambles. He knows he fucked up with his
Well, let's
face.
head back up to the mezzanine for a little bit of social with Simon.
Seems high as fuck, doesn't he? Look at his
This year's
face.
PC Gaming Show is being broadcast on more platforms than ever before. We are on Steam, we are on Facebook and Twitch and Mixer. We are
And
all over
YouTube.
the place. This is awesome. And
No,
guys, if you're
consoles.
on Mixer, you gotta sweet talk the mods a little bit. Be kind of nice to them because they're gonna be giving away games throughout the entire show. Unfortunately, no free games for day 9. But sorry. Back to you, Sean.
What's up, man?
I'll happily buy them. Yay, video games! Now, if anyone wants to see the conferences leading up to today, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on. In particular, Microsoft has had a whole slew of games.
Shut up! Don't tell lies.
This show, starting
Don't
with
even lie to
the
yourself.
first ever incarnation of Forza Motorsport coming straight to PC. It's Forza
painful.
Motorsport
More
7.
Xbox,
Joining
guys.
me to talk about it is the creative director of Forza Motorsport from Turn 10, Bill Giese.
We're gonna get the car
Come
out
here,
again.
Bill.
Oh, you know what?
Get that line level.
Yeah,
I
Bill.
want that income.
You not seen the car game, Kate?
Yesterday must have been really exciting for you guys.
Not this
Huge
one.
announcements.
Need for speed, yeah,
revealed
but not
car
this one.
to the world.
Not
Can't
an
even
in-game
deal with
car.
it.
No, an actual car. That's normally saved for car shows like Geneva and Paris.
Yeah.
We revealed a car here at E3, the Porsche 911 GT2 RS.
Oh, he says
to the world
Porsche.
Yesterday. It's awesome.
You know, I've gotten the chance to play the previous Forza Motorsport games, and they always struck me as a racing game not focused on being cartoonish or strapping guns to the car. It's about hyper-realistic racing.
Forza Motorsport is about precision, it's about competition, and we've rebuilt Forza Motorsport 7 from the ground up to really recreate
Is
that
that right,
feeling
again?
of driving a car at peak.
Yeah.
The cars, we have over 700 cars. Every
Car
single
dri-
one of
car
them are going to
driving
rattle
game, car
and shake.
driving
It's
game,
going to scare the
and
crap
then-
out of you.
What are some of the things that you've done to bring that
stuff can you
experience
add
to
up
PC?
into it?
Well, going to PC has been awesome. Not only will it have mouse and keyboard support, but with
Oh, I can't do
USB, we have
I
every
can't drive
requested
in a
wheel on the
game.
market. And it's been exciting for the team.
That's a lot of USB
It's a lot of
devices.
wheels, let me tell you. And we've been testing that. Last week alone, we brought in any USB device we had, and we played on a Guitar Hero guitar and a DDR pad. Now, you're not going to do that, obviously.
That's
but
not how
that's
real
not-
racing
racers do
works.
it.
That's not the hyper-realistic part.
But whatever you have in your
not
closet,
playing with
plug it
drums.
in, you're ready to go.
Now, what about for low-end
Turn on the
PCs? There's obviously a lot of
microphone
people
on
who are on
there.
budget devices. I mean, what about
Don't even
for
know
them?
how.
What's the system been like?
Left, right, left, left, right.
High end of 4K, unlocked frame rate, 21:9. But we've also lowered our min spec as well to include i5. And no matter where you play, it looks and plays great.
And speaking of looking
Gone
and
off,
playing
I've
great,
gone off.
you're here at
It's
E3
not
and I
easy, it would
understand
work
you
on
have some
i5.
out-of-control
The game in
races
i5 is
people
just
can
as good as
actually
an
play the
i7.
games on.
Absolutely. Come by the show. We've got 2 hydraulic rigs in 4K on ultra 4K
Hydraulic
PCs.
rigs? You didn't
Yeah.
tell me that.
Yeah, bring a vomit bag and come on, check it out. It looks awesome.
Well, awesome. Bill, thanks so much
Thank
for sharing with us.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I'm incredibly excited of all the stuff Microsoft's doing. You just got the chance to look at Forza,
still
and
talking
now
about
coming
cars?
No,
on
it's
the
finished
stage,
now.
I am
Oh.
replacing Bill.
Giant- oh,
with
missed
Ted
it? Oh my
Timmons,
God.
the PC design lead at Rare, to talk about
Oh.
Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
Come
Oh, you got
out,
PC
Ted.
Sea of
I
Thieves.
care about.
What's happening?
Sea of Thieves.
Hey, Sean.
Ted Timmons,
Thanks for having me.
welcome. It's a pleasure. So, Ted, talk to me a little bit about what is Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, so we
About
feel like
pirates,
we've
mate.
made the pirate game you've always wanted. When you think about sailing around the open seas, you and your crew of
Is that your official review, Chris?
basically, it's pirates that can meet the Goonies.
what are some of the things that you're
What now?
showcasing here at E3?
But say a couple of
You didn't see the briefing yesterday. We showed off great new features like riddle map storms and firing yourself out of cannons.
A common pirate pastime.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Now, I had to ask the same question to Forza Motorsport. What are some of the things, some of the features that you've added in to focus on the PC experience?
Yeah, so we've got things like 4K, unlocked frame rates, or everything you expect, but we've also brought our gameplay footage in 21:9 as well, my personal favorite.
Your favorite resolution, one of the top 3 favorite resolutions.
Yeah, it's probably there with 32:9 and 16:9 as well, probably.
Do you want to go do the show for him?
Can I do it, please?
So, a little bit more about the PC version. Obviously, it's probably a challenge to try to develop for 2 different devices at once.
Yeah, so we decided to change our approach to the game. We're actually building both versions in parallel because we felt that's how we deliver the same game on the same day.
So it's not a port from one device to the other?
Correct, yeah. We felt it's really important just to build them together from the very beginning.
One single code,
one single code. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I know a whole lot of people here are curious to get their chance to play it. Is there an official release date or an opportunity for them to play it?
Yeah, so we're coming to both platforms in early 2018, but right now we have a technical alpha. You're welcome to come sign up. We have thousands of PC
Done
players
already?
playing
Give me that fucking
so
key.
yeah, come join us, seaofthieves.com.
God damn it.
Once again,
I'm
Ted Timmons.
I'm sure that I've...
So are you, and we ain't got no fucking keys. We've been signed up since the start.
Now, this next title is one I'm personally very, very excited about, given the fact that when I took one look at the trailer, the striking visual style just grabbed me. It's an evolution of Cyberpunk, a game called The Last Night. Here to talk about it is the creative director at Odd Tales. Join me in welcoming Tim Soret.
They're proper pulling the expedition.
Welcome. Thanks for coming out. Let's ask the obvious question. What is The Last Night?
The Last Night is what we call a cinematic platformer, which means it's not a game like Mario where you have to jump from platform to platform, but it's more story-driven. It's more reminiscent of old classics.
Smacking down on Mario.
Yeah, fucking Mario's the most story-driven game you'll find.
I
think you're fine.
Saw that you guys had the big announcement
Leave
reveal
Mario
at Microsoft
alone.
yesterday, and that trailer was such a hit, it blew up.
It's one that said looks like a...
Yeah, we are obviously super happy with the trailer reception.
It does, it's got a good style.
Absolutely incredible. Now, of course, I have some
Seaofthieves.com doesn't work.
I am embarrassed by some tweets I made in the past. I want to apologize for those. They do not in any way represent who I am today or what The Last Night will be about.
Well, let's talk about what the game is about. I know that the setting of The Last Night is super important to the character of the game. Tell me, where are we right now?
I want you to imagine a world where
He was like, Mario sucks.
So not only physically, but also...
I hate Nintendo! And then switches up to one of our games to be on your console. I was like, oh, I love Nintendo!
Can we imagine an AI does better?
Absolutely.
Including being a host for a PC gaming show.
Including that.
Well, I imagine, thank you, this one person who is also excited about the booth. Now, in terms of this world, this must give a kind of sense of existential crisis to all the inhabitants.
Yeah, like the way I can...
This E3 has been the worst E3 I've ever witnessed.
We haven't got the good conferences yet.
At least when it's all in one big go, you haven't got time to realise how shit it is.
I'll be back in my mom's bathroom.
So what we're trying to see with this game is how do you define yourself? When you don't have anything to create or to strive for.
Yeah, and I can see, obviously there's the futuristic lighting and the visuals, but there's also the drab, dreary tone. This art style is amazing. I mean, all of these assets are in 2D, but it has so many modern effects. How did you even think of this?
It all comes down to my background in VFX.
I feel sorry for
and advertising.
How many people are watching?
Explore what I could do with 2D and pixel art, and just augment that and enrich it with modern techniques of lighting and compositing.
Right. And we've talked a little bit about where we are, about the art style. Who are you? Who do you play as in The Last Night?
Yeah, so the character you get to play is a young idealist, I would say.
Yeah.
And because of a childhood accident, he cannot enjoy the same gamified, augmented life than everybody else.
Right.
So because of that, he wants to change the world.
You want to have like an impact and a meaning.
This actually looks pretty good.
Absolutely. So on his way to do that, he's going to meet some questionable characters you have to trust or not on your way.
What about the gameplay? What are the things that, if I'm the player, what do I do in The Last Night?
So we took inspiration from some classic genre like point and click and adventure games, but so you get to solve puzzles and dialogues, of course. But we added a real-time component to it.
Real time in what sort of sense? What makes it a real time puzzle?
So it means that while you are busy breaking in an apartment, for instance, all the simulation is still happening around you. So police come around, and you have to be careful about that.
So in a sense, like if I tried to break into the apartment at night, the police might be on patrol at that time. But if I came in the morning, there might be no police, but the resident might be home.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
So that means that if you see the police coming around the corner, you better just hide, pretend to be a hobo, or maybe draw your gun.
You also mentioned that the structure of the game is in one night after the other. What's that like?
Yeah, so the game is structured around several nights, so it spans on several nights, and they are all interconnected, which means that what you tell people on the very first night, and what you do also is all remembered.
So if I'm just in a conversation, just walk away in the middle of it?
Yeah, they will remember it.
They'll remember, like 2 days later, they'll be angry.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
And a huge amount
Why
of
don't they sell this shit on the
replayability
Xbox
since the
One?
world is just changing based
Yeah,
on
we're
your
taking a lot
Xbox
of
One to
pleasure
show you
to hide
footage
the
of
stuff in
trailers,
CCTV,
and
we hope the community
only
will
like 3 of
have
them were
to
good.
figure and get that out collectively. So.
Well, again, I love the art style. I love these story-driven adventure games. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you, Sean.
I'm looking forward to it. Cheers.
Thank you.
Once again, that's oddtales.net for more information about The Last Night. Now, this next game surprised me. I'm sure it will surprise you because of its style. It's from the makers of Arma, the realistic military simulator, and DayZ, the zombie survival game. This one has a much more playful tone, though. Let's look at the next title from Bohemia Interactive.
Corey might be interested in this. Where's he gone?
It was the mother of all storms.
Ooh.
But somehow I just knew everything was going to be... Well,
Mess with the crab when you
being
get
stranded
to
on a desert island is a lot of fun. You get to meet new friends. You get in shape. And you learn how to craft.
Oh my god, this is Minecraft on Island.
And because it's your land, it won't take
That's
long
the
before
way
you
into
call
me
that
later.
place
Oh my god.
Do you not see the bag?
a home.
You shank that bear.
But that's just the beginning, because here, you can do anything.
It's cool, dude.
Oh, she's trying to kill him. Well crafted, the salty
He looks alright, to be fair.
Yeah,
That'd be me.
How have you gone from being trapped on a desert island to being in the medieval times? And now in Paris?
It's cool, it looks cool.
Islands. Explore your creativity.
Wow.
Visit us at islands.com.
Your lands. I read that as your lands.
Here to join me to talk about Islands is the creative director from Bohemia Interactive. It's Alish Ulm. Welcome, Alish. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for joining us today. What kind of game is Islands?
Okay, so Islands is a sandbox game about survival and exploration, but at the same time, in Islands you can create your own games, your own adventures, just like the ones we've shown in the video.
Yeah.
Actually, Islands stands for your lands, lands that you create where
So
you
it's
make
starting
the
out
rules.
into the year.
And it's almost like a sandbox game, not where you're necessarily building a structure, but you're trying to build an experience.
Yes,
Your lands.
exactly.
And I have to ask, given the fact that the style of it contrasts so sharply with Arma and DayZ, what is it about Islands that still makes it a Bohemia game?
Yeah, we get this a lot, but actually beneath the surface there are still the core values that make up a Bohemia game.
Yeah.
It's still about exploration and finding out how things work, about creativity and imagination. And just like Arma or DayZ, we're trying to create a platform to connect players with each other when they play online or when they create something new and share it with the community.
And I know that modding is a legendary part of Bohemia's history. What are some of the lessons that you've learned from Arma, learned from DayZ, and brought to modding in Islands?
Well, we have our own editor. It's not a standalone application. It's a part of the game.
Really? I mean, I'd assume that it was just outside like all other editors.
No, we would like players to be able to prototype their creations really quickly.
Yeah.
And so in the editor, the players can obviously create something new, but they can also decide to open and modify existing games, ones that we created or ones that other players made for them.
Yeah, I mean, we got the chance to see some scenarios in the initial trailer. Like, those are the ones that you're referring to.
Yep.
That is fantastic. I mean, tell me a little bit about what it is that we're seeing right here on screen.
Well, this is just some random multiplayer game. There are 2 guys. Initially, there were 3. I think one just like fell down the bridge. They are trying to get some kind of treasure, and yeah, they are setting their explosives.
I mean, I want to ask about. I know you guys are here at E3. Hey, look, it's the treasure. I know you guys are here at E3. What are some of the things that players can get their hands on at this event?
Well, we'll be showing some of the games that we created.
Is this the only game that's come on since?
And at the same time, we'll be showing how they can use the editor to create those games.
That's awesome. And I mean, I know there's a way for people to play right now. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, they can already play the alpha version of the game.
This looks alright.
Part of our EMEA incubator program. They can find more information on our website, islands.com. And later this year, we are coming to Steam Early Access.
Yeah. That's awesome. And remember, that's islands.com.
Good islands, but starts with a Y.
We're good. You can remember that. So I want to say, Alex, thank you so much for coming out to talk about islands.
Really?
Islands, islands,
or Y-lands, if you're going to go for the island kind of thing.
Why is in?
I hope you're as excited as
I
am to come up with
Why
what's the thing in his car?
to play. Our next
Fucking not a
world
good time.
exclusive is going to be up in the middle of Sonya.
He's attached to the Matrix.
Thank you, Sean. I am so honored to be a part of this world exclusive reveal from developers Play. You might recognize their name from games like Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together for lonely folk like myself. And last year at the PC Gaming Show, they actually revealed their sci-fi colony sim game, Oxygen Not Included. And this year they are back. And they are back with a bang. And I am so excited to reveal their upcoming sci-fi RPG game.
Yeah.
It is called Griffland.
Okay. Do you know what it is? They're showing a lot of these smaller games. You know why? Because nothing comes close to PC for indie games. Nothing. PC is going to forever have 100 times the indie games what any other consoles do. Because anybody can freely release anything they want on there. So if you want to play indie games, the PC is the platform to go for.
Switch for me now. Mostly for indie games. But most of them do come out on
Because you can release it freely, let them pay and the company can let them put it in there. Yeah, exactly.
Which is an issue, really. Half the shit
It is, but you know, if it catches on, then it's wicked.
Yeah, but you have to filter through the shite.
You have to filter through a lot of crap.
I absolutely love Play games and can't wait the chance to try Grifflands. Now this next title is an interesting one because I'm not someone who plays many VR games, but I got a chance to check this one out several months ago and I was immediately hooked, so I can't wait to talk about it with the creative director from Ready at Dawn. It's Rue Virasuria to talk about Lone Echo. Welcome, Rue.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
So that makes me think they're not making the order soon.
Now, Rue.
Yeah.
I've gotten the chance to play Lone Echo, but a lot of people here maybe haven't seen it or heard of it. Just walk us through what is the game.
So the game, the Lone Echo, is a single player experience in VR where you play a cybernetic AI on a mining station in the rings of Saturn, and basically in the game you're allowed to move in 0G freely. You can interact with everything inside the environment, And also you'll see that you have an NPC that you can interact with.
Oh, it looks good,
you can
though.
use your hands basically to go
Those are
everywhere you
cool.
need to go.
This was the thing that was so amazing for me. You stand still, and then you use your arms to grab onto objects in the environment to push and pull yourself around.
That's cool.
It was really amazing to move that way. I've never seen this before.
Exactly. I mean, that's basically where the genesis of the project was. We built the mechanic to build the game. So the mechanic was this idea that came from watching ISS space station astronauts, moving around. And we just basically made this motion that allows you to navigate using your hands just like you would use your legs.
So it's been a few months since I got the chance to play. What's been happening in terms of the single player? Here you got some fancy new voice actors lined up.
Yeah, we did actually. When we wrote the story for it, we actually had an actor in mind, somebody that a lot of people out there know, Troy Baker, and Troy decided to take on the role.
That's
for the AI.
Well.
And of course,
Very attractive.
another thing that we get the chance to talk about is the multiplayer component to Lone Echo called Echo
So I
Arena
can
Roo.
come to PlayStation
How does this
VR.
game work?
Basically, it's a futuristic VR sport where you play, 10 people play in 2 different teams to get a disc inside each other's goals.
Now, you might be a little bit confused as to how exactly that works, but don't worry. We're going to take an even closer look at what the
His
game
face
looks like.
is.
This
guy's great.
It's
It's almost like a parody of what a presenter should be like.
In
this, do you know this reminds me of cool?
What?
The game?
The what?
The end of the game?
Players fly faster.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean as well?
I know about like when they're
Go
0G,
farther.
but they're shooting each other and
I know, but like,
Strikes.
hit harder. Oh yeah, beat it to
it's got the same
Stakes get higher.
They have like squares and stuff, don't they?
It's football that you play with hands. You play.
And victory
You look fun to be fair. I bet that'd be fun.
tastes
I bet it'd be
sweeter.
fun. Space Frisbee.
This is 0G in the Echo Arena.
That looks fun.
Detected. What the hell? Jax, are you seeing? Jack, cut the panel. That's me. Jack!
Oh.
Lone Echo's a different game.
We are up here with Echo Arena in action as some of the Ready at Dawn
Jack,
developers are playing against each other. So Doug, welcome back. Hello.
Thank you.
It's awesome to have you. But listen, before we get into VR, I really wanted you to tell me a little bit more about the Grand Slam event.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm a big sports fan. So tennis, golf, rugby, they have the Grand Slam.
Painful.
And DreamHack, we now have our Grand Slam.
You
which is
hijack
really
this
exciting.
stream and just
Awesome.
stream
It's
everyone.
exciting. So I'd like to know a little bit more about Intel's involvement with this game.
You know, we've been
Shall we?
involved.
Shall we do it?
This stream's amazing. We have to finish it. We gotta slog it. You gotta do
Excited
it.
to work with Ready
But I
at
don't
Dawn.
want it.
They're developing the next second generation
I'm
VR
looking
game.
for a shit next one.
They've been an ideal
And
partner.
it. Microsoft one's like a work of art compared to me.
The i7 and i9.
That's amazing. So I was really excited to hear about your announcement earlier.
Yeah, Ready at Dawn, Intel
You're not it's just a pain of this conference.
of Echo
Right,
Arena
man.
to
It's
all
like great.
Oculus Rift users when it launches on July 20th for a limited time. And this is because we want as many users as possible on this system. We want to ensure that everyone, including these guys behind us, the gamers behind us as you see, that they try and experience
Do we know
the
when this
future
is
of
gonna end?
VR and esports.
So speaking of esports, I would really love to hear more about Intel's involvement with esports.
Intel has
How
a
we can
long
do these
history
lads.
as a leader in esports. We worked with companies like ESL for the Intel Extreme Masters. And we're excited about
punched him in the
Echo
fucking
Arena
head.
and the growth of VR esports. And that's why we're expanding our partnership with ESL.
I want that guy
and
to literally
Oculus
just turn around and
launch
whack
the
him.
VR challenge. Kicks off in
Fuck you,
July.
Jack Bauer.
Features
Oh, sorry, VR, you know.
And it gives esports enthusiasts the opportunity to compete in VR at key
Oh, go on!
events.
Go on!
Finals happening.
You're so close, dude.
Is he even playing that
2018
game?
At the Intel Extreme Masters.
Is he actually
Okay, well,
there?
that sounds kind of awesome. Well, thank you, Doug. I cannot wait to play this game. It's going to be coming out
Should be fun.
July 20th, and you can pre-order it right now. And Rift owners can actually try the open beta on June
Oh, okay,
23rd.
that's
So
not
back
It's so
to you,
close.
Sean.
It's so close to beating him.
What happened to
Thank you,
That
Sonia.
hair's
And once again,
immaculate.
I got the chance to play Lone Echo, and I want to stress, you just have to play it. The single-player experience is especially mind-blowing. So once again, that's Lone Echo. Our next guest announced a game 2 years ago under the title Project Blue Streak, and we now know it as Lawbreakers. Here to talk about not just gameplay, but cold hard dates is the CEO of Bosky Productions himself, Cliff Blazinski. Welcome to the stage.
Good old Cliff.
Now, Cliff, I know that you guys in the past have been doing a lot of
Just
alpha
for a
and
bit.
betas. How have those been going?
They've been going well. The alpha, it was alright, and then the first beta was good. The second beta was great. We're doing our final closed beta.
That shiny
Sign
stuff.
on to Steam, download the latest update, and then we're doing our Rise Up event, which is a full open beta, June 30th. Hop online, play the game, let us know what you think.
And I gotta ask what it has been like to have people play the game, to give feedback in those betas. How has that shaped the experience?
Well, a lot of developers and publishers, they do these kind of bullshit marketing betas where they're like, oh, it's our beta and the game's out next week. I'm like, that's not really the case. You're not going to be able to fix anything.
Yeah.
So for our game, we found that the Ramirez shotgun was way too spammy. Overcharge wasn't that exciting, so we sped that up a little bit, and we sped up the characters. We took actual feedback, and we're integrating it into the game.
And these are more than just balance changes. I imagine that speeding up the pace of things creates a pretty different balance dynamic across the board.
A developer you can name to a person.
It affects
You've
everything
got
else.
Cliff
Is the game
Blazinski,
going
you've
to be
got
balanced
Hideo
on launch?
Kojima,
No, that's why we
Tim
need people to
Schafer.
speed
They're
up,
like the
play
big
game,
developer
see what
names.
characters are overpowered, underpowered, and then we'll introduce new characters.
Miyamoto.
Reshuffle the deck.
And I know that it can't be in beta forever, so Cliff, tell us when it's out.
Can I get a drum roll?
Audience, go! Do a thing!
So the game is finally dropping on August 8th on PC and PlayStation 4.
Oh, that's soon.
That's sweet. That's PlayStation.
Yeah, do you hear the people cheering the PlayStation 4?
Oh my god! The only cheer the audience have given has been to a PlayStation 4. That's
Look at that boy's got the smiley face.
And
Did
if
you
you
say that?
didn't see it online, Cliff took a bow. Yes, $29.99.
Curtsy.
Well, if you haven't gotten the chance to
$29.99.
see the game and follow it throughout the recent PC
$30,
gaming
that's
shows,
dollars.
let's take a look at
It's
some
even
people who
cheaper.
got the opportunity to play Lawbreakers, and we'll have
What
them
did you see
speak
the
to
game?
themselves.
Someone tell me. Oh, they're going to show us right now? Okay.
Oh, the speed of
So
this game is
it's not Overwatch,
intense.
it is.
1,000 decisions a minute. It's hardcore PvP.
Your instincts take over. It's primal.
It's exhilarating. Full frontal fury, a million miles
Full
an hour.
fury.
From every angle.
I was shaking after the matches ended. It was like a high.
One of the fastest games that I've ever played.
Are you ready for another one? I'm like, I just need a minute, man. I'm shaking.
It's
I'm
like
shaking
Howard.
over here.
So go fast. This is Cliff Blazinski he used to make.
I think the thing people are going to find in this game the most enjoyable is simply how difficult it is.
There's a pretty impressive skill gap. You can't just sit down and dominate within an hour or two.
Practical skill required, precision aiming, the ridiculously fast movement.
Mechanically, it requires a lot of aim, a lot of vision and game sense. It's a twitch shooter. It's how a twitch shooter should be.
The action's going to press you, and if you don't keep on top of it, you're just going to get blown off the map.
I think team comp is definitely a huge thing for this game.
As we're flying around in zero gravity, you know, it's kind of a new situation for us. How do you keep up with your tank and protect them and heal them, also protect your healer and peel off them while DPS is still being effective and they're being supported? It gets crazy very quickly.
The gravity is the biggest thing because that adds so much verticality, and you combine the different movement systems of each character, where some characters have teleports and some characters have dashes. This gets really wild and insane.
I am literally under the map, saving
That's
myself from
sick.
a grappling hook.
That is sick.
Whipping myself into the air, shooting at anyone below.
You need to check every possible corner. People are going to fly you with jetpacks, going to fly at you with double swords. You're going to have
someone that could just get up in the sky, and all of a sudden now you have to worry about getting up there.
There's some abilities that I just haven't seen before.
Medic role is actually phenomenal. Well, it's battle medic, they call it. So it's not one of those medics where you have to sit back. It's not even a thankless role anymore because I'm out there slaying, killing with the rest of my team while keeping them alive.
Wraith's got a really good one.
Oh my God,
Sliding them
he's
and
a
jumping
10.
to 0 G,
That's
that's
it.
great. Getting like through the map that fast is ridiculous.
I've been using the Vanguard to drift off the side, so I've been coming up behind the enemy. It took like 3-4 rounds before they caught on.
With the
Sick,
gunslinger,
that
it's
blue
a
hair
very
and blue
precision
hat.
character, so just spinning around and popping someone in the head real quick, it feels great.
The game is just aggressive all the time.
And this game gives you so much variety of motion.
I never felt more tested.
It makes you think in a completely different way.
The fastest speed I've ever seen in my life. Crazy when you're playing it.
It's like Halo sped up.
It looks like I'm not a tournament.
PS4 Pro.
Just as a reminder, that Ballin' Intel PC is still up for grabs. Don't miss out.
No one cares.
This bad boy is running an i7 7700K processors, a lot of 7s in there, and an NVIDIA GTX 1080. It's worth more than $2,500. You do not want to miss out. Head over to PCGamingShow.com/giveaway and put in your information. I think it could run Crysis at max settings. What do you think, Sean?
That's how everyone
I
judges the
think
PC.
it can, Sonya, and I also think that it can run our next title. I am a master of transition.
Minecraft.
Our next game is from Chucklefish, the wonderful folks who helped bring you Stardew Valley.
I think anything can
and
run Stardew Valley,
Starbound.
bro.
Let's take a look at their upcoming game, Wargroove.
My days.
Oh, man, that GTX 1080 is necessary for this game.
Get Jamie in. Is it 4K though? That's such a cute little logo. That doesn't even make sense.
I don't get it. You've got a PC, you play the games the best out of everything. That's what it is. Doesn't make sense to me.
PC gamers don't need to be told they can run everything. They need to be shown the shit that they don't know about. PC gamers are expected to have the technical knowledge to be able to. They're held to a higher bar than what a console gamer is. Because anyone can go out and have a PC and a console. Mr. Joe Bloggs who doesn't know shit about shit can go and get on console. Or if you're gonna have a PC, you're gonna be indie.
I have a PC.
Exactly.
Or you got more PCs, so.
You'll build all your PCs.
You're like the Santa of PCs.
Wargroove.
Today,
Today, we're not just going to get a chance to talk about the game, but we will be seeing the editor in action, a live demo on stage. I'm joined by Jay Bayless and Doris Karaskotza from Chucklefish. Welcome, it's so great to have you.
Borderline racist.
Well, I want to say right away, the gameplay reminded me quite a bit of Fire Emblem and Advance Wars.
It looks like he had his shirt
Fire
tucked in,
Emblem
and a
and
second he's like, nah, it's
definitely
called
kind of inspirations of ours, you know. Wargroove is a turn-based
super long.
strategy game.
Dress on him.
It's a game about starting to build up your
Boyfriend
resources every
Jay.
mission and push forward into your enemy
Boyfriend
territory
Jay.
and just kind of dominate the map and make the right
Make us
choices.
tea,
But
and I'll
yeah,
provide
we've
you
got
the
a lot of
chocolate
unique
biscuits
kind
to
of
dip in
gameplay
it.
mechanics, and we're bringing it into the modern
Yeah,
age.
do
That's
it.
called
We've got
teamwork.
online play,
It's called
multiple,
team.
and
Teamwork.
content.
Teamwork.
One
Oh.
of the things that we're going to get the chance to look at today, Doris is operating the PC right now. Tell us what it
Every
is.
time they show another game, I'm just
what
like,
we're
please
looking
let
at
it end.
today is the world
And then
map.
all the other conferences, they're like,
And
this is the
this
end
is
now. We've been like,
combined.
oh.
This is going to end up being like the longest
So these are
conference.
the tools we use in house to
Goddamn
create
bad
all
number.
the campaigns, and we're shipping them with the game so players can create their own scenarios. So I've been placing down map markers, and each of those will present a mission, and then you link them together to create
time
a
is
path
it?
through your campaign.
And I know that one of the things you wanted to talk about was the branching path element.
What
Yeah,
time
so
do you
you
have
can have
online?
branching path, obviously.
Shit,
And the cool thing with that
We're going to
is
get no time
every
for
branch
Overwatch.
can have
And
unique
message Elliot and tell him that this
So
is
for
never ending because
example,
he's going to be
let's say
waiting for us.
you
Literally, just going to transition from this into the
We're
Ubisoft one.
literally going to have to.
I was like,
You guys can't see, but Chris is just like full on walking.
Well, let's hop into one of the missions and get that one started. And Jay, walk me through
Because
what
I
it is
pushed the chair behind the door.
So yeah,
Did you
this
notice
is
that?
our map editor. This is like straight
Yeah,
tiles
it's
straight
safer
into the
to
battle
actually
screen.
go into
No, it's really simple to use, really understandable immediately.
And it should come and watch
you
this
can
and
just
suffer
kind of
with
draw
us.
those tiles straight in there and
We
drop
should have
in
been
full
made
range
to
of
suffer like
units.
we have to
Doris is
suffer.
dropping in commander right now.
What are the commander units?
Oh my god, he loses shit.
So the commanders are kind of integral to the strategy of Wargroove. You have this unit that kind of represents like the king and queen in chess at the same time. They have unique abilities and act as your avatar in battle, and they're really powerful, so you can kind of push forward really heavily with them. But there's a lot of risk reward in there as well, because if you actually lose that unit, then you actually lose the
So
game.
far,
Oh, that's
I
what
don't
you
know
mean
how
by the king
PlayStation will
compared
literally
to
have
power
to
unit
have
and
the
queen, but
shittiest
you're
conference in the
locked
world to not win this E3.
They'll have to cancel the conference.
PlayStation are sitting here like, I can't believe it's a new season.
PlayStation could have a 2-minute conference where 1 minute they just show Final Fantasy 7 and then they'd still win.
The problem is, half the games that they're showing at any conference
right here, and you can highlight an area and assign like a script.
Yeah, right. It's been no
They don't save surprises for E3 anymore.
No, do you know what it is? It's that 2-year thing where 1 year everything's announced, the next year all those things that were announced last year get shown, and then next year you're gonna have all new shit, and then the year after that all that new shit's gonna get shown, and you have that 2-year thing.
After encountering those bandits, the story takes a turn upside down.
Now you just knocked them onto your forehead.
What is the process to go
They'll
from this
go
map to a
everywhere.
playable
Because
game?
where it's so goddamn much I live in
Very
it.
simple, like sharing the map actually, so you can just
This is how fun this
share
game
your
is,
map,
guys.
and if you want more content,
It's cute, and I would play it on the Switch, but I don't really think it is on PC. The Switch.
And there it is. So let me actually take a step over to this timer here. It has been 3 minutes, and we have gotten the chance to design a campaign map, end a mission, and get it playable. That is incredibly fast. Jay, I want to thank you both so much for coming out to talk about this game today.
Your logo just has a C there now.
Thank
you. It says Corsair. It just says Sir.
Is it, oh, please let this be the end. Is this the end? Please let this be the end. Is it ended?
The next game that we get the opportunity to talk about is the sequel to Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
Chris,
Middle-earth
it's your
Shadow of
favourite.
War that has an officially
Shadow of
announced release date. Guys, it's October.
It's like when you call the cat and it's like...
Break shit!
What is up, Michael?
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for the chair.
Hell yeah. Well, the chair is a nice break.
Hell yeah, chair!
And it gives us to do one of the most iconic
This
things
guy.
in PC gaming. This posture. Thank you. Now, we've heard about the October 10th release date. What are some of the things that have been changing and building upon Shadow of Mordor in terms of Shadow of War?
I think what we're trying really hard to do, although it seems pretty obvious, is...
This guy's been busy this year.
...in the first game, so our combat and the Nemesis system and this world that we
Down
created,
with the Nemesis system.
and to build on that, but also to take the lessons we learned in the first game and really improve those. So really make this into a truly epic fantasy that's kind of up there when you go and see Return of the King or Lord of the Rings, and really focusing on the story and the characters.
Focused on the story and the characters.
Throughout about how important story is in Shadow of War. What does that mean in terms of the work that you're doing?
It means paying off
How many
the
ring
epic
races were
scale,
there,
so
guys?
having these titanic
What,
full-scale
If there's
battles.
8, you're becoming a ring wife at the end of this game.
A ring what?
Ring wife.
A ring
A ring wife. A ring wife.
I have every A3 conference about this issue. I can't sit speak
And
for
it
some
means
reason.
having these incredibly memorable and
I reckon that's
personal
what's going to happen
characters
when
and
you become a
allies
ring wife
and
at the end
enemies
of
that
this.
you're working with.
And in terms of E3,
It's
what are the
FanDuel
types
gonna be in
of
it,
things
'cause if
that
FanDuel's
you're
in it, I
showcasing
might play
here
it.
that people can see?
Could have been more.
The reason we're really excited for
He's not hot,
E3
though, he's
is
all
two
burnt
things.
and shit.
People being able to get their hands on the game and play
What's
it.
the thing?
And also that we're going to
He'll
be
be
giving
right.
demos of the game. But because of the Nemesis system, every single demo
It's all
we give,
free.
we have
Witch
no
King.
idea
I saw
what's
free
going
of
to
them.
happen.
That's awesome.
We don't know which orcs or which characters are going to turn up, which stories are going to happen. So every single time people go and see the demo, they're going to see something new. So are we. And because of that, we really wanted to share that, not just add.
Yeah, when you've seen too much of a game, you kind of don't want to play anymore there.
It would have been amazing if the Nemesis
Yeah, and of
system
course,
wasn't
you see
so
all the
broken.
information.
It'll
You have
work
to
this
watch those
time.
online throughout the entire duration
Jason's
of
online.
E3. I know that in a moment we're going to get a chance to delve a little bit
Jelly.
more into those story bits
Jelly God.
with
Yeah.
unique cinematic based on one of the characters that was in the trailer. Can you introduce her for us, Eltariel?
Yeah, so she's one of the new characters we're introducing
Oh.
into the world and into
Okay.
our story, Altariel. She's the Blade of Galadriel. So she's essentially an assassin that's been sent to Mordor to hunt down the Nazgul and to hunt
That's
down
my new
anyone
wife.
corrupted by a
Makes
Ring
sense.
of Power. And you, as Talion, are running around Mordor wielding a Ring of Power. So there's some interesting tension
Are they gonna
in
bang?
that relationship with
Feel
her.
like they're
but
gonna bang.
she's this awesome character, and as well as that, she gets her own fully playable campaign in our first major
Nice.
story
Oh
DLC
my
as
God.
well, which is the Blade of Galadriel.
Well, before we hop
I'm
into
getting
that,
that.
Oh, well, I
want
think
my
I'm ready
friends
to play this
coming
game
out to
then.
talk about
'Cause she
Shadow
looks
of
sick.
War. We talked about how important story is to Shadow of War, so let's take a little bit of a look at 2 minutes of the cinematic, Eltariel meeting Talion.
Oh yes. Come on then. And you can all get your eyes off because she's mine. Oh no, I thought it was the hot elf lady. Oh, forget
She's
it.
an elf.
No, I thought it was the other one. I'm not impressed now.
Troy, it's Troy.
I don't care. It doesn't look like Troy.
So it is true.
You
killed me. And yet you live.
Again.
What is that like? To die and live again? Do you feel pain? Do you suffer?
What of the city? Of the Palantir?
So what happened in the first
The
one?
Nazgul have taken both.
What? You don't know.
They belong to the Dark Lord now.
I think he died.
Then I
Think, for a guy so hyped about the new game, you played the first game.
You can recover the ring.
Your rings are the cause of all this, Elf Lord.
Ah, you get fucked. You can get seen, bitch.
Look at him, he's like.
I see.
He's shut.
Who are you?
Looks into the camera like he's on the office.
I'm the Blade of Galadriel.
Since when does Galadriel work with assassins?
Great threats make for unlikely
Don't chat
alliances.
shit about Galadriel.
You know this better than most.
She's a beast.
Now tell me more about this ring.
Should have a queen.
We crafted it to defeat Sauron. But it was lost.
The Nazgul will be drawn to the power of the ring.
We cannot let it fall into Sauron's hands.
You fucking made it, you pleb.
Give it to us.
Stay your hand. My light will protect us, but it will not leave my side.
I recognise her voice so bad.
Nora Badia.
No, it's not Nora Badia.
We must move quickly.
She sounds like Cersei, actually.
Try to keep up.
No, I don't think it'd be her, but she sounds like her. Wow. She voiced, what's her face in the Final Fantasy movie?
That's cool, man.
Shadow of War. As a huge fan of Shadow of Mordor, I'm really excited to see where the story goes in the sequel. And I'm pleased to say we have one final game to announce. It's from Microsoft, and I'm not even allowed to say the name yet. So joining me to talk about said unnamed game is a creative director from Microsoft Studios, Adam Isley. Welcome, Adam.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
When they announced that Xbox.
Now, Adam, I understand that you've been in games for a long time.
I have. I am coming up on my 25th year making video games. So yes, you can actually make a career out of being in games. And you know, I got my start in the DOS days. Remember DOS?
Like, oh yeah, dude, I played Zork all day.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be a presenter again, is he?
Role-playing games, D&D games.
He's put on some sort of fake moniker.
I spent a lot of time
making
real-time strategy games. I was at Westwood Studios for years,
Real-time
working on the
strategy.
Command and Conquer series.
Oh.
Earth and Beyond, a whole bunch of great
CNC.
games there. Petroglyph, Universe of War, Empire at War. So a lot of history on PC, and I'm excited to get back to it.
Well, I understand that this title is an homage to those roots, and I'm still not going to tell you what it is, but I know you're curious, so let's head right in to this world-exclusive trailer.
It's going to be big, you know. These games always do well.
It's a very niche market, though. But it's like people like I like some. I won't buy more than one a year, though, so every time. Oh, it's back.
Age of Empires.
I literally think it is back.
Is this Age of Empires?
I think it is. Who'd have thought a revelation from this? It's not Civ. It's Age of Empires.
No, it's Civ.
It's not Civ. Yep.
Oh, shit! Oh! That's fucking sick! Oh, that's cool!
That's great. Okay, that's 9 cases.
I'll try to play it cool.
Care for this.
Is this the start the game already game?
Yeah!
Okay.
Start the game
Start
already!
the game already!
They're remaking the original game, that's what this is.
Big fucking already! That's sick, I like this. Oh, it's on Xbox.
It's on Xbox, man. Do you know what? This is the crowd actually might even clap and cheer to this. Because that's actually pretty cool.
Ooh,
that's actually pretty fucking cool.
That just got announced.
Adam. Age of Empires was the first game
People
I
all
ever
been like
saved at my
chloroformed
allowance
and
to
dragged
play
in or
as a
some
kid.
shit. Why does no one care? What you're in there for if you don't care?
Do you know what it is? They've
Still
sat through an
stayed
hour and 40
dedicated.
minutes of utter
Tell me
bollocks.
about Age of Empires, man.
Man, you know, nobody has been able to play this game except if they found the CD-ROMs for the last
Which we
20
did.
years.
And what's a CD-ROM?
I know, really. These day and age, like, who even has a drive? You know, and this has been such a labor of love for us at Microsoft.
It's going to show itself in a second.
At, Forgotten Empires to bring back Age of Empires in such a wonderful, definitive edition, so
No
everyone
one can
can
see.
experience it.
I want to talk about all the
table
stuff
is not on the
trailer
camera.
start to finish.
Yeah,
Talk to
so
me
you have to tell me
about
wide for it.
graphics.
No, I heard it.
Gorgeous.
We have redone every single asset in the original Age of Empires. Every animation, every tile set, everything that made Age of Empires great, we have carefully and lovingly
Everything that I try and go to
taken
doesn't
and
work.
made even better and better.
Because I remember just watching the
Because
sprites move
everyone's
around
on
the
it.
original game. It was very blocky and
yeah,
stuttery.
16 facings now, so the fonts don't jitter. You know, a ton of work has gone into making the game and the presentation amazing.
What about audio?
Oh yeah, so we've
Can you not
re-orchestrated
read,
and
mate? They
re-recorded
just told you all
yeah.
this shit.
You know what's a
soundtrack
fucking
to the
trailer,
game
dickhead?
using an actual symphony this time.
That's cool.
It sounds wonderful. The people at studios are constantly begging us to get the soundtrack already.
Now I have
Get the
to
soundtrack already.
aspects to the gameplay back then that were
Finish the
janky.
contract
Have there been
already.
any updates to the gameplay in that regard?
Yes, so not only have we done things like improved Find Path, which is of course always a big thing in RTS games, we've gone in and actually modernized the UI. A lot of people forget that original Age didn't even have an idle villagers button. So all of that stuff, attack move, all of those things that people have come to expect
Control
in RTS.
groups?
Yes,
we all forget
Yes,
that.
1A.
Yep. So all of that stuff is all in the game now. So we've taken all of the learnings from the Age of Empires and brought it up.
Got wood.
Modernization saw that it said Xbox Live
Get a lot of
multiplayer,
footage,
which,
get a lot of
as you may or may not know, that is the online matchmaking service
my
that
God,
Microsoft
please
uses
help.
for PC games.
Send help, please.
How are you utilizing that?
Oh, well, we've completely redone how lobbies work and how games and matches work. We have our friend system,
Does
of
it
course,
just say
built
got
into
wood?
Xbox
Start
Live.
getting ready.
Oh.
So players should have a really amazing experience. We also have a web portal,
Oh
so they
my
can go and
days.
track progress and see their results against all the other players. So it should be a really wonderful experience to play.
And what about the beta that we saw at the end of that video?
Yes, so game will be out later this year, but you can go right now to ageofempires.com and sign up for our multiplayer beta.
I was trying to win
RTS
that,
games are really, our multiplayer is so important, and we want to make sure that this definitive edition of Age is the absolute best we can make it.
Right.
So, you know, multiplayer, please come sign, play with us, make the game great.
You asked me before we hopped on that you wanted to say one more special bit, a little bit of a tease. We understand that it's the 20th anniversary of Age of Empires. What is it you wanted to say?
So, yes, Age of Empires, the
New
whole
game.
franchise will be it's hitting its 20 mark October of this year. You know, and this is the start here at E3 with you, is the start of the celebration of 20 years of Age of
They're going to do a
Empires.
remaster for all.
And that party is going to roll. We're going to continue that.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear from us again in Cologne, Germany at Gamescom in August. And we're going to be having a really wonderful Age of Empires event there and talking a whole bunch about stuff you're going to want to hear.
I think I'm going to want to hear it.
Yes.
You tease. Well,
That's
let
what
me
I
just
do.
say, Adam, thank you so much for
for
coming
having
out.
me.
Oh,
Please, that's
Age of Empires.
It is.
And lots of fun.
And with that,
Yes,
our
and
slew
fuck
of
for that.
announcements comes
Mate.
to an end. Before we depart,
That was an hour
let's
and
head back
45
up to the
We're going to see who won that PC, guys.
Thank you, Sean. I had an amazing time being a part of some awesome
Sean,
game
wait.
reveals and kicking it with you guys today. If you want any more information on any of the games that you saw today, go to pcgamers.com. If you want to hang out with me and check me out on the internet at OMG It's Firefox, pretty much everywhere. I had a blast, and for one last time, back to you, Sean.
Her hair is perfect.
Thank you so much, Sonia. I gotta say, it was a blast. I
She's
hope
hot.
you had a great time. Thank you all so much for coming out. All of
Yeah,
you
we
who
should've
braved LA traffic
Should've
to
got
be
a
here
lot
in
more
the
baggy
morning.
throughout the
All of you who
conference, like
tuned in
shirts with
online.
contact,
Thanks
he's
to our
tighter and looser
sponsors,
and he's looking at the
Intel,
button and he
Microsoft,
just goes more through.
Rips his
It
top
just gets
off.
more waggly throughout
Rips
it.
his top off. And then it's just
Takes his
it's
belt
got
off.
the PC gamer on it.
Right there. Well, Andy Samberg
He
takes
starts
the
taking all
fruit
the
to
shit
the
off.
That's all the developers.
He loses his jacket at some point and his sleeves get rolled up.
And then underneath he's got PC Gamer Master Race.
That's it, yeah.
And following them closely because we're gamers at heart, and we hope that you two enjoyed what we had to share with you today.
Not really.
As crazy as it sounds, E3 starts tomorrow. So we hope that you get the chance to get your hands on some of the titles that were announced in the last week that you're pumped for. From all the folks at PC Gamer and from me, Day 9, have a wonderful day and go play some video games. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, that's what exactly we're going to do.
Thank you. Everyone's time.
See you later, guys. Hope you enjoyed that super duper stream. We'll catch you next time. Bye.